He wants to wipe him out.
Brian, obviously, when he came into ASA, he was actually on a 7-5 win streak, so he was coming in with good momentum, but he just come unstuck against Daniel. But within that fight, he showed good movement. He was moving around, staying on the outside, but it's just one of those really fast kicks that you come to see later on tonight with Daniel, where he does a great job with his kicks. He landed right in. He took it really well. He didn't show any, he didn't show any sort of sign of hurt. But then towards the end of the round, when he was sitting on the corner, you saw how much discomfort he is in. If anyone's had suffered any rib injuries, you know how painful they can be. Unfortunately, he could have continued. But he's here and he wants to rectify that tonight.
Now, welcome to the red corner from Czech Republic. A prozišu černé barada, MICHAL MARTÍNEK.
And there we see the smiling face of MICHAL MARTÍNEK, black beard, coming out of the Czech Republic, representing Reinders MMA. You'll see Andy Reinders behind him, and he talked to me about this man. He said he is so powerful, he is good with both hands. Every combination they learn orthodox, they learn it exactly the same with the speed, the power, in southpaw as well. Now his ACA debut, ACA 114, he showed that power by dropping Daniel James in the first round. In the second round, though, was outsized by Daniel James, was forced to carry his weight, and eventually lost that fight by a TKO. But the story behind that, a month before that, he also caught COVID. His lungs never fully recovered. His cardio was never on point, so he almost blew his gas tank out trying to get that finish in the first round. Tonight, though, he is in fantastic shape. He is in phenomenal form, says Andre Reina, and he is looking to take out PAKUTINSKAS and put the rest of the division on notice.
One thing I love about Martínek, he doesn't move like heavyweight. He has shown great movement. Even when in that first fight, he was looking really well in that first round. And like I say, he dropped Daniel James. Maybe I didn't realise he had COVID, and that makes a lot of sense to me. I thought maybe he had a bit of adrenaline dump because he thought he could have had the fight won and then stripped away from him, because he looked like a different fighter in that second round. He had nothing to give, so it's as if he put all into that first round. But you know, this guy has very good movement. Like you say, he's striking from both stances, moves on. You see him, he does not move like a typical heavyweight. Good power though in his hands as well. This is going to be a good little fight to watch.
Introducing to first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's 34 years old, standing 187 centimeters tall, official weight 112 pounds, 55 kilos. His professional record, 19 victories, 13 defeats and 3 draws. He's a striker representing Taurus, Lithuania. Here is TOMAS PAKUTINSKAS. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He's 31 years old, standing 187 centimeters tall, official weight 106.85 kilograms. Professional record, 8 victories and 2 defeats. As a striker representing Prague, Czech Republic, here is MICHAL "Blackbird" MARTÍNEK. And your referee, Judge Victor Kargeyev.
So we look at the tail of the tape. You see there much more experience on the side of the Lithuanian PAKUTINSKAS. Height and reach also on his side, but 31 years of age is MICHAL MARTÍNEK. We are set, we are ready. PAKUTINSKAS in the blue corner, Martínek in the red, and I will say it, do not blink.
Yeah, both of them actually have, I'll give compliments to Martínek's movement. Thomas has good movement as well.
It's all going to be about timing and range, this fight. PAKUTINSKAS coming in a lot bigger than Martínek. The Martínek, as you said, it's that movement. It's the fact he moves so well. He moves almost like a middleweight in the body of a heavyweight, yet he carries power. You look back at some of his victories, 7 of his 8 wins are by finish, 6 of those are by knockout. And most people leave there with a broken jaw when you fight this man. It's something that is not uncommon because of the power that he possesses in those hands.
You see that right now, just the way he's giving different looks. He's striking with both of his stances. He has a very big array of strikes that he could go to, which is always good. Where sometimes at heavyweight you get used to a big overhand right or big left hook, or but he has, you know, a vast arsenal.
Oh, nice body kick there. PAKUTINSKAS looking to close the distance. Very interesting to impose that size. This is a tactic that worked very well for Daniel James in the second round. Putting that weight, making him carry it.
Also, it's good tactics from MICHAL. Throwing that kick to that body, you know, hoping, you know, maybe he could do some more damage to that rib.
Kick, but this is a dangerous spot. PAKUTINSKAS has a number of submissions, 9 subs out of his 19 wins.
Also, he's a big lad, and this is one thing when heavyweights on top of you, it's not that easy to get back up. You see with the flyweight division, transitions happen back and forth, but normally in the heavyweight division, when someone's down, they're down, but he's doing a good job.
The neck's in trouble here as well, but no, does well.
He's had a few good standing up guillotines, and he finishes as well, Thomas has.
He's got that height and range, and now he's put those hands underneath. You can see Martínek trying to fight that. Oh, he does. Almost landed on his head for his trouble though there, Brad.
Yeah, literally Thomas is putting so much force now, lifted Martínek off his feet and kind of fell backwards. Put a lot of might into that.
And look how high up the chest PAKUTINSKAS is. You talk about it as well a lot. The hips are so important in trying to box somebody, yet alone somebody the size of PAKUTINSKAS. And now for Martínek, it's about staying composed and avoiding damage, right?
Yeah.
Oh, now he's set himself up almost for the head and arm.
He's doing a good job trying to get his knee short here, trying to create a little bit of space here with his left knee. Trying to create a bit of space. Now, once he gets that, he needs to try and free his bottom leg so he can get back up. But he's got to be careful because every time he goes up here, Thomas starts wrapping around that neck, threatening for a choke. You can definitely see this is where Thomas wants it to be.
He almost needs it to be as well. You know how dangerous of a striker that Martínek is. And Tomas PAKUTINSKAS has got it to the mat pretty easily, and he's holding it there as well. Oh, solid hammer fist from the Lithuanian.
To the last minute.
Again, trying to make spaces, Martínek. Flattens him out once again, puts that back on the mat. Drops the way, little bucks and rolls. Nice work there from Martínek. Excellent technical stuff.
Yeah, 45 seconds left for him to do a bit of work here. He needs to try and free those arms. He needs to rotate just one of them out. We'll start working the body. Body and the head.
Ooh, looking to set up a submission and looking for the armbar. Pushes that aside. Good work again from Martínek.
Yeah, a little bit of a loose armbar gave Martínek a chance to pass through to decide control, but only 10 seconds left of this round.
And that was a fascinating round because many thought they were going to stand and bang these two. A very intense stare down yesterday, but PAKUTINSKAS got the takedown, controlled it from top position. Lovely little buck and roll though there from Martínek. Fascinating as we step into round number 2 here.
Yeah, go looking back at some action. This was that takedown. Managed to get Martínek to the floor, and there was Martínek trying to get back up here. See that kid, he tried to pull back. Just using a lot of might, to be honest. But good survivability shown by MARTÍNEK, and also they managed to reverse it towards the end of that first round. Makes it an interesting round to see how the group comes out. Who's going to look a bit more fresher? That sort of grappling sort of exchanges on both of them. Going for a guillotine choke, working on bottom. It's going to take a lot out of your body. So the movement might not be there for either fighter, and they could be standing there in front of each other, just flinging bombs as you come to expect at this weight class.
Round 2.
Round 2 set to get underway. MARTÍNEK in the red corner, PAKUTINSKAS in the blue. Let's see if PAKUTINSKAS looks to close that, impose that size once again. Deep breaths though from the Lithuanian.
Yeah, see again, it's that second round. He's come out a little bit more tired. Also, Thomas showing a little bit of fatigue. Especially, you got to think about it, when both of these are predominantly known for the striker, when you have a kind of grappler, it's not rounds they're used to. So when you're in those rounds, you're not really energy efficient. You don't use you use maybe a little bit much more muscle than you would do your technique. So it can pay you know, on your gas tank. As you can see here, both of them now kind of laboured with their strikes.
Oh, stepping in with some power though is MARTÍNEK. Looking to try and find an angle.
I may want to see MARTÍNEK go for like when he switches to a southpaw, to like a kick to the body. Target that previously injured rib.
Oh, PAKUTINSKAS blitzing forward.
Nice little jab there. Again, jabbing now, he's jabbing from the southpaw position.
Oh, something happened there. Wasn't sure. MARTÍNEK looked down at his foot.
Yeah, I think he twisted his ankle, and then I think Thomas thought he hurt him, but I don't think he was hurt. He just looking at the canvas. I think he rolled. I think there's a little mark in the canvas there. I think the canvas is popping up a little bit here, which we tripped over.
Nice knee to the midsection there. Needs to separate though for my money, because PAKUTINSKAS will just turn this around, look for that takedown again.
Now, look how tired that was.
Both extremely tired here. Oh. Big shots coming in. Big weighing down him now, putting his body weight over the backs, the shoulders, the nape of the neck. MARTÍNEK now standing up, back against the fence.
They're both of them tired now.
Deep breaths. Ooh, PAKUTINSKAS trying those winging hooks. Big knee now as well.
Oh, great hit there. MARTÍNEK's landed some heavy shots as well, but it just seems like Thomas is just kind of taking them.
He's well over the minute. Now he's got that single leg.
Yeah, he's going to try and take it down here.
50 left.
Slow that down, maybe try and go for ankle pick.
Yeah, he's got the strength without a doubt. But there needs to be some urgency from MARTÍNEK. He can't get trapped here for too long. He needs to separate, get those hands going.
You see some punches on the break here. Oh, that's a big shot there as well, landing on top of the head. Just seems, oh, great takedown. That's going to be very key in the last minute of this round here to get some top time.
Needs to cause some damage as well, though. PAKUTINSKAS has smothered him for much of this round. But that was beautiful, that forward motion, set up the ankle trip, and then just took him to the mat. Very good stuff there from MARTÍNEK.
So also not much coming from Thomas off his back as well, just trying to look to tie up. I think both of them happy to have a little breakdown here. There goes back into the guard. Cut on the back of the head, not too sure where that is coming from, or how could that have happened, to be honest. On the back of the head of Thomas.
Yeah, not exactly sure. That might have caused much bother, not a big cut.
Last 20 seconds, chipping away at the body. Scoring some points. It makes it interesting going into round number 3.
Wait and see. But this, they're both tired now. It's who can dig deepest. That.
Yeah. Both these fighters not really familiar going into the 3rd round. Neither of them have done it that many times within their fights.
Now going back to their stools, and Brad, that takedown was lovely from Martínek. If he's going to look for that to get that top position, avoid getting smothered underneath, or even against the cage against Pakutinskas, he's got to get it in. There's some action now. These are the big winging shots. Pakutinskas just digging deep and going forward.
That's what Thomas was doing well. He's been blitzing forward a little bit here. This is where, like, before he had him hurt, I don't know what it was.
I think he caught him on the back of the head, so I think he was a little wobbled there, but both so dangerous.
Both of them taking some deep breaths in between the rounds.
5 minutes left, 5 minutes to claim victory here at ACA 122.
Round 3.
Off we go.
This 3rd round, sometimes it doesn't come down to who's more technical. It comes down to who's got more in the gas tank.
Who can dig deepest, and both have got knockout power.
That's the thing, they're both tired now. The power is not that much in their hands, but then with doing so, they can't really take much either. So it goes like hand in hand. The power's not there, but also your durability loosens up.
Pakutinskas is looking extremely tired. Martínek just needs to try and pick him up and stay out of the way of getting smothered against the cage.
Good. That's me. He's starting to box a little bit now. He's not throwing everything in his punches now, just scoring points, chipping away.
Ooh, nice line straight there from Pakutinskas as well.
I kind of feel like any minute though, Thomas is taking that a little bit more of a breather. He's going to blitz forward.
Oh, there's a big left. Martínek growing in confidence. You can see deep breaths from Pakutinskas. Just lolloping forward, trying to push him against the cage. Martínek's got to get away, but there you go. Pakutinskas pushing, pressuring.
He had to do that. I think he was a little bit stunned with some of those shots hit by Martínek. Martínek was doing a good job. He's done a good job to turn this round as well.
Very nice technical turnaround in this 3rd round. Oh, look at that takedown. That is huge. 3 minutes, 10 seconds as well to play with here in the 3rd round.
I think it's so surprising with that. It's such a beautiful technique in time takedown. But also, doing that technique, you do need a bit of energy. And we've shown how tired he looks. It's completely surprised me.
That's 2 very technical takedowns we've seen from Pakutinskas. I mean, from Martínek.
Yeah, also, you're thinking about Pakutinskas, the guard's looking really down. I mean, Mount's there all the time here for Martínek. He wants to slide into Mount. He may be going for...
He was looking, feeling around behind the back, but I'd be surprised. Nice elbows coming from the top here. This is it. You said who could dig deepest, and Martínek is showing us such heart tonight in this 3rd round.
Yeah, but be careful of Thomas pushing off that cage.
You can see it looked up then. Martínek aware of that, takes away that.
That's good.
Good awareness. Really is turning it on in this 3rd round. Very impressive indeed.
Close. 2 minutes left. You can see him maybe try and go for the mounted position here.
And burying that forearm in as well, Brad. You see the grimace there from Pakutinskas.
This fight's here to be finished as well. He tried to, I mean, he went into Mount. You got to feel now with how fatigued Thomas is.
Yeah, maybe just
There's
a
a few
flurry.
good strikes here, a flurry. He could maybe just turn up his back and, you know, like, I believe that McNeil he's going for it, so I don't know if he's heard me or not. But yeah, he should get to mount.
You can hear it under it, Rinder over there. Excellent stable of fighters over there in the Czech Republic.
Yeah, mounts there now, especially after those couple of his knees.
And now 1 minute 20, he needs to make his move, Brad. But this has been so impressive, that takedown indeed. Maybe the most impressive
there.
man.
I think it's weird, that was just weird one. He kind of chose, I think Mount was there, but he chose to go to half guard. That was a strange move to me. Mount is much more dominant position, especially at this sort of time of the round.
Yeah, and where you can physically feel how tired. And maybe just wanted to establish that position, but now he's looking to bring that knee through.
Yeah, he's trying to push the knee down here, trying to push through to Mount. But it's just nothing from Thomas, really.
Short shot still, and the clock continues to tick. 35 seconds
Just
now.
chipping away. 30 seconds left.
He's looking at that. He looked up at the clock, just registered 30 seconds left in this round. Can he pull that knee through, slide into Mount and unleash? Continuously looking up at the clock, shows great awareness. I think he needs some urgency there as well, because those first 2 rounds, Brad.
Close. I mean, the first round, it's straight into Mount.
Now he's in Mount.
100% he run this. He should have done that a little bit earlier, because they say him leaving it to the judge's hands. If there's a close fight, he 100% run this round. But I believe he may have lost the first round. The second round is going to be debatable. He had some top time with that good takedown.
Nice respect between the two. Martínek thanked him instantly for the fight. But this is tough now, Brad. This is tough, because was that enough to be a 10-8? Was there enough damage? There was certainly enough control.
But yeah, the most clearest round in my eyes was round number 3. The round number 1 wasn't super clear. It wasn't like dominant, but I would have given that to Thomas. It was round 2 was going to be the one for me. It was going, you know, where could it be? So for me, if you wanted to play it, not play it super safe, you should have got a little bit more. That you just stood about that as a beautiful takedown. You don't see that sort of takedown in the heavyweight division.
Very, very impressive indeed.
Here he got Mount just a little bit too late in my eyes. If he got this like 40 seconds early, he could have potentially finished this fight, so he didn't have to take it into the judge's hands.
So there, the partner there of Martínek, his girlfriend in the corner, they travel everywhere. They do this journey together. But this one is close, Brad. The judges. And not the fight we expected either. We thought stand there, bang, we certainly, but PAKUTINSKAS imposed his grappling and size in that first round. And you said it, who dug deepest in the third? And for me, Martínek showed such heart. And then that takedown to get that top position. 2 absolutely exhausted human beings right in front of us, 2 giants of men.
Yeah, if you haven't just witnessed what we did, we would assume that these 2 guys would be just having a standout war. But that's sometimes when you go to watch previous footage, you've got to think that Thomas may have saw Martínek after the grappling exchanges he had with Daniel James, how fatigued he got. He may use that as a different game plan here.
So we are waiting. It's always dubious as well when we are.
It was a close fight.
It will swing.
You know what I mean? Like, in my eyes, it's going to be a split decision. We have 5 judges here, so it couldn't even be a split decision where 4 judges go one way, 1 judge goes the other way. That's still classed as a split. But also here at ACA, we could not potentially have a draw. I don't think
they've got to decide. They've got to choose.
Yeah, I don't know if you gave the first 2 rounds.
Judge will.
Yeah, if you can't have two rounds to the one guy and the 10-8 in the last one, which I don't think that was the 10-8 the last one.
Well, let's make it official. Let's find out. Let's wait no longer. Let's hand it to Alexander Zagorski.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the end of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. 29-28, Martínek. 29-28, PAKUTINSKAS. 29-28, Martínek. 29-28, PAKUTINSKAS. And 29-28, your winner by split decision, раздельным решением судей. Победу одержал MICHAL Blackburn Martínez.
And that victory was earned in full in that third round, Brad's fantastic
Ja,
stuff.
aplodismenty was wiernego Tomasz PAKUTINSKASu.
Fantastic stuff, in particular technique for that takedown, and then just digging deep. They were both exhausted, even going into the second round. So where he found the might, the will, the soul to claim that victory. The victory he has claimed, his first win as well inside the ACA cage.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Tired of paying